Yeah, it's started. Okay. So I'm talking about uninformed search. So basically, here we can take a one scenario. Just we can take a one environment, and we can take a one agent. That means any type, like a robot or a human beings. He want to be, he want or her want to be reach that goal. Then how can reach that goal without knowing anything? That means in uninformed search, isn't have a knowledge about how it can travel, but it does not know how to reach that goal. Okay, so take a one example. Just going to show my the board. I think this board is visible. Yeah, it's visible. Na? Okay, thank you, Adit. Now see, we are discussing about uninformed search. Okay, so here, uninformed search, that means we are talking about, suppose this is the one environment. Okay, this is your environment, and here we have to search. Here we have to search. That means different areas, like this one is given like this one. Okay, so this one is the A, this one is the B, C and D, and this one is the G. That means this will be the starting, this will be the start, and this is the goal. Okay, so I apply one agent here, agent to perform to reach that goal, but agent does not know how to reach that goal. He only knows how to traverse, that means agent only know how to traverse, like a label order, or like similar. We can explore one side, then if you get a, if you can get a goal, then again, okay, if you're not getting the goal, then again roll back. That means in informed search we can perform the backtracking. That means if you suppose I can explore this area, if I can reach that goal, not reaching, then again go back here, again explore this one. Suppose I can reach to the point C, and again exploring this one, again reach the goal, no, the again roll back to the this node, then again roll back, yes, reach to the goal, then this one. So here we can perform this research. Okay, so we have to mention here the point, in uninformed search algorithm is also called blind search algorithm. Blind search, other name is a blind search. And we can say that algorithm apply brute force technique, brute force operations. Algorithm also apply brute force operations. That means we can go the, if you're getting the goal, then it is okay, if you're not getting the goal, then backtracking. Okay, so that is comes inside the brute force technique. So here we can say that don't have any extra information, we can say that don't having extra information, about the search space, about the search space. Okay, so then what is the search space? Now see, this one is a scenario. We can take a search tree graph. Suppose this one is a scenario. Okay, this one is a scenario. So suppose we can travel from this, and putting the name A, B, C, D, E, F, Z. Okay, now Suppose I can travel from A to B. So I can explore a new state. I can explore a new state. So from A to B, I can reach, that is called the state space. From reaching from A to B to reach that place, we can call the state, search space. That means we can searching the new space and new state. So that is called the search space. Okay, so don't have extra information about the search space. Okay, we don't know where is the B is present, where is the E is present, where C is present, where D is present, where E and F and G is present. Okay, so that's why writing don't having the extra information about the search space. Okay, so we can also call that this algorithm. Okay, we can also add this point. So what is the knowledge regarding? So we can say algorithm know only the algorithm know only the how to how to traverse or visit the node in tree. So that means only algorithm know how to traverse or visit the node in a tree. So this one. So we can traverse like label order, or we can traverse like that means one side order we can follow. One side, that means we can explore first left. If you are getting the goal, is it okay, then again try to explore right side. So we can go for that one. So only knowledge about the level order and only about knowledge about the traverse, how to visit the node. So that is the uninformed search. So we can call that this is the blind search. We can apply the brute force technique, don't have extra information about the space search, and also only algorithm know how to visit or how to traverse the node in a tree. Okay, so any nothing any background information that how to reach the goal. Okay, now just see the one example. Suppose we are using the Google map. So that is the, we know all the things. We have to set the destination, we have to start a destination. So we can know what is the destination and where to start. So that comes not under the uninformed search. Okay, that comes under the informed search. Here we only know how to travel, no other background information we have to give in. We have to apply, we have to explore different category and then have to reach with minimum cost. Okay, with minimum cost. Suppose we are the first time in the city and you have to reach that one, then we can apply. So like this one. So in types of uninformed search algorithm, what is the type? Okay, category which algorithm comes inside the uninformed search. We can going to discuss about one by one. Okay, first we can call that BFS. BFS. That means we can already know breadth first search. This is already a study in algorithm part, breadth first search. Then second one, we already study DFS. DFS, that means depth first search. Depth first search. Okay. Then here we can add a new point, D depth, DL, depth limit search algorithm. So we can write depth limit search. Here DFS, here you will be writing depth limit search algorithm. Fourth one we are going to discuss UCS, that means uniform cost search we are going to discuss. And the fifth one we can say that iterative iterative deeping, DFS, depth first search. Okay, this five algorithm comes inside the uninformed search we are going to discuss. Okay, so now see, now I think this line is clear to you. This line, uh, yeah, this line, this point. Key all algorithm know only how to traverse or visit the node because we know this is the level order traversal. Okay, so depth first, how can traverse? Suppose how can search that one like this one. This is the given. Then we can traverse like this one. This one. Okay, we can DFS, we can explore one side only. First we can explore one side, then we can go back. So these are the new things for you. I think this is the known, so we can discuss one by one to all. So this one is the new, this is star mark, this one is the new star marks, this one is the new star marks. The five algorithm is there, so we can apply. Now see, the questions comes inside your mind. How can know we can apply uninformed search or this algorithm on a given environment? How can know the agent? How can apply these are we have to follow uninformed search. So basically, agent if agent sense the environment, if he's getting, please mute. Yeah.
Boss,
Okay. So, first questions comes in your mind. How can know कि we apply the uninformed search? Okay. So just a basic simple idea. Suppose if your environment is given, if agent can sense if there is no information about the goal, if problem is given and no information about the goal and how can reach that one, then we can go for the uninformed search. We have to only traverse like suppose I can go for the new city and I have to explore that one. So I can explore only through the roadway or only through the waterway, yeah, only through the airway. So I can only know that one. If I don't know how to reach that goal and what is the my goal to reach that one. Okay, so we can explore step by different street, we can go for the different street, we can find out the shortest path to reach that goal. Okay, so then we can apply the uninformed search. Okay, so no other background information regarding the reaching the goal. Okay, then we can apply the uninformed search. So we can apply the brute force technique. So anyone can know about how BFS and DFS work? Anyone? Because this is the algorithm part. We already study in the graph algorithm and graph theory. What is the DFS and what is the BFS? Hmm? Yeah, tell me, anyone? I'm just asking about like a BFS and DFS. Yeah, out of 45 students are present. Anyone can answer. So how can BFS and DFS? Same process apply here. I'm not asking depth limit search. I'm not asking inform cost search. I'm not asking iterative deeping depth first search. I'm just asking out of five algorithm, I'm just asking two algorithm like a BFS and DFS. You already study in algorithm part like a graph theory part. Yeah, tell me. After a long time, you can forget all the things. No one? Okay. So already know, at least you tell me DFS algorithm follow which data structure? At least this you can tell me. DFS follow which data structure? Anyone like Yash, Udit? No, no. Nancy, not a stack. Kapil, not a stack. DFS using a stack while DFS using queue. Yeah, we are. Thanks. Okay. Same process we are applying. Yeah, Yash. DFS, sorry, BFS using queue. So here, breadth first search using priority queue data structure. Okay. So we can perform label-wise traversal in the given tree. That means we can search for the space search tree or state space tree. We can call that. So we can going to show you. Now see. So if I'm talking about the BFS first one, so it can follow queue. That means now see, like this one. This type structure is given. Okay, so doesn't mean tree that it having only left part and the right part we cannot attach. This will be also happen like this one. Okay, this will also happen like this one. Okay, so it will like this one also. Okay, this one will be attached with this one and this one also. Okay, so this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Now doesn't mean that your tree leg look this one always. Okay, the doesn't mean that. Okay, it will be like this one. Okay, also this is also a tree, because you know the definition, at least 2 nodes is present for the tree. Okay, I'm not talking about the binary tree and a specific tree, just a tree. Okay, that means, so we apply here. Now see, for here we can apply the BFS. So algorithm using starting searching from the operations. So here, suppose my goal node is this one, this yellow one. Okay, so I can put right this one, this one. My goal node is 8. I have to find this one. Okay, applying the BFS. We don't know how to reach. We have doesn't know information about how to travel. Oh, sorry, we have only information about how to travel. No other background information. Okay, we are the not other background information. That means others condition, like we have to follow this path, we have to follow this environment, we have to follow this condition, we have to follow this minimum cost, we have to follow this from this node to this node, we have to go from via this node to this node. No conditions, only we have to know we have to traverse like this one. So for BFS, if you apply the BFS on this given diagram, then we can go for the level order traversal. Okay, so we can start searching from the desired node, where is the present. Okay, so we can explore the searching from the root node and then go for the successor of the label order before exploring that one. Okay, so always explore from the root node. So if I am going to explore from the root node like 1, so what we have to do, so we have to do right like this one, we have to maintain one priority queue. Okay, like a priority queue. So here, if 1 is present here, okay, in a queue, then we can see the successor part. So we can see the successor part. This is the 2 is present. I can change the color. This is the 2 is present. Okay, this side 2 is present and this side 3 is present. Okay, so we can write 2 or 3, or your diagram look like this one. This both are correct. 1, 3 and 2. Okay, that means we can explore the both successor with our adjacent to the node. So you can go for this one also, we can go for this one also. Okay, this if follow, I can put the A name and this one is the B name. If you put if you go for the A name for A, then cost will be different. We can go for the B, then cost will be different. Okay, now here this is the priority queue. So that means it's the priority queue. Okay, so as you know, the nature, and that means the operation of queue is first in, first out. So here we can follow first in, first out to reach our goal. Okay, so first we have to come out from this one. Now here we can explore, so we can comes here 1. Okay, now this is the over. So if it comes outside, then what is the structure? 2 and 3. Here we comes out, then what is the structure? 3 comma 2. Okay, now like this one, we can pop out one by one. Okay, one by one, this diagram. Yes, so now suppose I can take a scenario. So 1, then comma 2. We can reach the goal? No. So when I can reach the disk explore 2, then what will be becomes like 3. This one 3. Now 3 is there. Okay. Now if any I can reach here 2. So I need to explore the successor of 2. So what is the successor of 2? This is the 3, sorry, 4 and 5. And already explored 3. Already explored 3. So already 3. So we can fill up here like 4 or 5, or we can diagram like this one, 3, 5 and 4. Okay, we can follow this one or we can follow this one. This is the up to you. Yes, or you can go for this one. We can like 1, 3 and 2. Suppose I can take 1 and 3, then what will be scenario? Now see, this will be the 2, and what will be the scenario? So we can explore this one, and we can explore this one, we can explore this one. So 2 already there, then 6 or 7. We can also write like this one, 2, 7 and 6. Okay, now see. Okay, till now, anyone doubt regarding traversal of this BFS? Breadth first search, anyone doubt regarding traversal, like how priority queue we can go for like push and pop operations we can performing on this queue? Yeah, anyone doubt? Yeah, Ria, Nancy, Yash, Udit, no one? Okay. So thank you. Yeah. So now here, this one is present. Okay. So we can explore like this one. So when we can pop out from any node, then we can match with our goal state. This is goal, no, then explore. This is goal, no, then explore. So I can explore like this one. I am going to explore this one. So I'm getting 1, then 2, then 3. After getting 3, what is the next exploration? Now see, 4, 6, 7. So adding here 6 and 7. Okay, this is the pop out. Then 4 we can explore. Then this one, and this one. So it will be becomes like 5 is already there, then 11 I'm writing and 10 I'm writing. Okay, so pop out from the 5. So this one and this one cut down. So we can go for the 5. Then 5 we are getting here. Now see, 9 and this one is the 8. Then pop out this one 6. Okay, then 6 we can already explore. 7, no need to explore. Then pop out 7. Yes, then 7, no node. then pop out 11, no node, this is goal state, no, 10, no, this is the 9, no. Now finally explore 8, this one, so we can find out our the goal state. So what have to, how to traverse, like 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 11, then 10, then 9, and then 8. Then we can get this one. Okay, so this way we can find out our goal state. Now here the some things we have to discuss. Now see, the things is very important. So this one, now see, these things are there like this one. So I am drawing same diagram. So what we have to do here, now see, what is the space complexity and the time complexity of this BFS I'm going to discuss. So because very important, because we know the if any AI problem, how we can set the completeness. So we can go for the completeness, then we can go for the space complexity, time complexity, and other things we factor we are discussed. So here we can explore, this is the what, this is the level 0, this is the level 1, this is the level 2, this is the level 3, we can explore. So here in level 1 we can explore one node. In level 2, we can explore n ka power 2. Then in level 3, we can explore n this one. In level 4, we can explore like this one. Up to level n to power d. Okay. So how many nodes we can explore one by one level? So we can call that this is the order of n ka power d node. Because it comes like this one. This is comes in terms of GP. So what is the formula of GP? This is the GP series. We can create a one GP series. So what is the GP series? A into r ka power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. Okay. So now here, this is the 1. This is the n ka power. We can travels up to d minus d divided by n minus 1. So here we can take order of n ka power d because it can form GP series. Okay, so this time complexity order of n ka power d. So what is the d here? That means d, that means what is the total depth? D here, it represent depth. Depth. Here we can travels like this one, and this one. This is the depth, total depth. We can go for. Okay, so we can put level 1, level 0, sorry, level 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so space complexity, whatever the depth of this BFS is also same as the time complexity order of n ka power d. Okay, now here we can discuss about this algorithm is complete or not. So already know the meaning of complete. The meaning of complete is algorithm gives solution or not. That means if apply this algorithm to anywhere, I can reach our goal or not. Yes, I can reach our goal because here we can reach our goal. Because here in the all scenario, we can explore all the branches of tree one by one. Okay, we can explore one by one all the branches of the tree. So there is the possibility of getting the complete, that means getting the goal. Okay, so what is the meaning of complete? Algorithm is complete or not? So this is the important, and these are the interview questions. Ki BFS is complete or not? So basically they will ask you what is the time complexity. So we can say that order of n ka power d, or what is the here numbers of d, depth of that tree. We can talking about the space complexity same as a whatever it's taking, and this algorithm is complete or not. Why complete or not? Complete, that means yes. That means what is the meaning of complete? So we are we are getting solution or not. Solution or not. That is the meaning of solution or not. So here we are getting the goal state. That means this algorithm is complete. So next questions arise, why this algorithm is complete? Because we can explore each and every node at least one time. Not more than one times, only one time. Okay, it can go one times. Okay, no need to do perform the backtracking here. Okay, here we can in BFS we perform backtracking. No, so that's why we're getting the solution. We are not stucking anywhere. We are not stucking any branch of the tree. We can explore each and every tree, and then we can reach that goal. So that's why we can call that, if you apply the breadth first search in uninformed search scenario, then you definitely get the solution. That means BFS algorithm is a complete algorithm. Now, what is the meaning of complete algorithm? That means we can say that we can getting the goal. Okay. Now, so if you're talking about this space, it can take a lot of space to time to execute, because it can be store each and every state of your tree. That means it can store whole tree. It can be explored. Now see here, it can explore whole tree and store in your memory system. So it will be take more memory, and it will be take time. It will be take time to search that one. Okay, you see your time complexity is more. Okay, it will take more time to search that goal. Okay, anyone doubt regarding time complexity, BFS, space complexity, why it is called complete? Okay, why it will take more time, why it will take more space? Yeah, anyone doubt? Yeah, no doubt. Today's lab now, 11 o'clock. Yeah, CR. Yeah, Parth. Okay, today's lab. So actually, I'm in the morning. I've come from my home. So today is totally hectic and headache. So if possible, then we can take a lab. Okay, we can take a half an hour session for the lab. Okay. So if you have any problem, anyone? Yeah, NP sir. That means yeah, nil. Okay, okay. So only for today. That means on the Thursday we can start your lab. That means TikTok problem. Okay. So I can travel. And now, if you want to do a project under me, then project is open for you. You can come and meet me on Thursday. Okay. Those who want to do project under me. Okay. Choice is your. So anyone doubt? Now see onwards. Like uninformed search, informed search, we are going to discuss about too many things on board. If you think that this is interesting to you, then you can note down. Okay, because these things are not possible to make a PPT. Okay, lot of things here discuss. We can take a random example, we cannot take a standard example. Okay, so whatever you think that this is the important for you, you can note down. Okay, if you want to told me that we can stop for the sometimes, if you want to note down, you can take a sometimes, then you can, okay, I can stop that one, you can note down all the things. Okay, because from first second chapters onwards, we have to discuss lots of things, we are discuss lots of analytical things. Okay, so how can analyze, then we can discuss problems like DFS problem, A star, heuristic search, A star, like this one. So all the problem we are need to describe on the board, not need to describe on the PPT. Okay, the board are flexible and good choice. Is it clear? Yeah, anyone reply please? Okay, today's series present. CR, I think I forget the name. Vivek, yeah, Vivek. Vivek, you are not CR, no? Yeah. So no doubt. Yeah, thank you. So no doubt regarding BFS, breadth first search, regarding time complexity, space complexity. Now see, the most important thing is there. This one. The most important thing is this one. This one. Okay. This one. What is this? This is the GP series. Okay, GP series. So this one comes like order of n power d. This not comes like a automatically or like a anything we can put down and we can write order of n power d. This comes through the GP series. Okay, so also I am trying to say that we please familiar with the AP and GP series. Then if you identify the series, then very easy to write the time complexity. Sometimes it comes HP, sometimes it comes AP. Then how can find out? Sometimes it comes n square n cube like this one, square form. Then how can come out like this one? So these things are there, so we can discuss. Okay. So the time complexity, space complexity, and this algorithm is complete or not. This is the important thing. Same thing we are going to discuss about. I'm tired. Like BFS, like sorry, DFS, depth lim DL, that means depth limit search algorithm, inform cost algorithm, and iterative deeping depth first search. Okay. Now, if you know BFS, then very easy to understand DLSA, that means uh, depth limit search algorithm. Then inform cost is very easy, and then iterative deep DFS is also easy. Now, if your concept is very clear, if you try to solve more problems, then very easy. These are not a big things. Okay, this algorithm. This is a very easy algorithm. Okay. So please, anyone can tell me. I need to ask one question. So also I need to wait what I'm going to ask to you. Anyone can tell me types of agent? How many types of agent? Yeah, anyone can tell me types of agent? Suppose I can give one scenario. Suppose I can, my agent will be work on the present scenario. So it comes inside which type of agent? My decision is based on the current scenario, then it comes inside which agent? Yeah, tell me. That means I'm talking about the instant reaction. Yeah, simplex reflex. Yes, correct, correct. Amy is correct. Suppose my reaction or my performance is based upon like some analysis, like I can absorb something and can memorize that one. On the basis of I can take a one decision, then it comes inside which agent? So like suppose I can driving a car, I can move my I can take a side from the left hand side. So I can take back and I can see in my side mirror if there is a any car behind me. Is it okay? No, then I can turn back. If there, then I can turn my light. Then I can take a left side. So this scenario comes in which type of agent? Yeah, tell me. Yeah, model based. Yeah, correct. Model based. Yes, correct. Then anyone can me tell me what is the difference between utility based agent and goal based agent? Yeah, anyone? Unmute yourself and tell me what is the goal based agent and utility based agent? Yeah, unmute yourself and tell me, because these questions are very important. If you're sitting in the Viva, then this type of questions they will ask you. No one idea? What is the difference between goal based agent and utility based agent? So now see, these are the important questions. In goal-based agent, what happened? Just agent will be search where have to reach. Okay, on the basis of different scenarios present. Okay, so what we have to do now? See the goal-based and utility-based agent. We have to important. So suppose this is the one scenario. Okay, like scenario this one. This all are the random example. That's why I'm telling you, no need to make a PPT. Okay. So I have to connect this one like this one. So now see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So these were the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and K. Now see, our goal state is K. This is our goal state. So in goal based agent, we know this one, and we have to start here. Okay, now here the various possibilities are there. This one, this way we have to reach this one, we have to reach this way, we have to reach this one. Okay, in goal based, in goal based agent, only focus our to how to reach the goal, not focus our to how to the minimum cost. Okay, on the base of the scenario it can take a decision. Suppose it can take a one route, it is reaching not, this is the not a correct route. Suppose it can take this route and suppose it can take this route and then reach, this is okay, but it cannot focus on how much cost. Okay, so goal based. But when we're talking about the utility based agent, it search for the best scenario. It's reach the minimum cost, it reach the minimum time, it reach the minimum fare, like this one. Then that is called the utility based agent. It can search more apart from the goal, it can search more options or. Okay, so this is the difference between the utility based agent. Okay, yes, yeah, correct. Okay, act based, yeah, I mean correct. then maybe choose the best path on the preference. Yeah, correct. Yeah, Ria. So these type of questions they will ask you, and more questions I'm framing for you, like analytical questions. Then I can discuss with you also. Okay. So the next class we are going to discuss about the DFS, then all the algorithms that is belong to the uninformed search. Please go through that one at least. You can read at least one time. Okay. Then very easy to understand. Darshit Joshi. Okay. So here, okay. So that is enough for the day. We can meet again on 11 o'clock. Then we can continue like a lab session. Okay. And CR, you can send me the attendance, those who are absent. Okay. And Vivek, you are admin on the your college group or not? Like Telegram group, you are the admin. Okay. So Vivek, please add me my number. Okay, not a Telegram. Okay, okay. Then I talk to your coordinator like Achal ma'am. Then I can tell me. Okay, she can add me. Okay, so thank you for coming and thank you for support. Okay, shall we band up the session? Okay, bye. Thank you. Your class is over. You can leave the questions class. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, Vivek, you can add me on the WhatsApp group also. I'm not there. Yeah. Search on the na Pankaj PNKZ. Okay, this is spell. You directly add my number. Okay, clear, Vivek. Okay, you can send me the registration number. Those are absent. Okay. Okay. Bye, Vivek. Bye.